Because right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We've got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
Oh, yes, we do. Good evening, everyone, and welcome inside the Fan Cave. This is where we discuss the events of the day, the events of the week. 412-575-2600. That's the number of the Bordas and Bordas hotline. You can also reach out to us on Twitter. It's at KDPomp, at the Pony Express. Andrew Fillipponi from 93.7 The Fan. And what is a game week? Getting pumped for the Steelers and Seahawks. We learned tonight that Geno Smith is going to be the starter for the Seahawks. We talked about quarterback issues the Steelers have. Well. Seattle has some questions there, too. In fact, I'm surprised Geno Smith has the starting nod right now, because I really thought that Drew Lock would come in there. They seem to really like him, and so far he's running behind Geno. Andrew, how you doing tonight? Are you looking forward to the game?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be in New Orleans for it, Bob. I'm actually going back to where I got married.
Nice.
We're going to celebrate our 5th wedding anniversary down there, go to Jackson Square, Bourbon Street, the whole 9 yards, take advantage of the great food and jazz down there. But I will be glued to my TV. NFL Network's going to simulcast the game here on KDKA. So I'm going to get a chance to watch you and Charlie and the whole gang do its thing. You know, I'm so excited. I'm going to wear my Kenny Pickett gloves. I just got them mailed to the house. Going to make my hands look even bigger. Going to make my grip even better.
Well, you can't fit into those gloves. Your hands are bigger than 8 and a quarter.
They're Jim Drunkenmiller sized. Google him. He had some massive meat hooks as a quarterback. But anyways, Bobby, I can't wait. It's not a competition because only one man is taking first-team reps. So it's more about Kenny Pickett long-term development. It's very weird when you have a stopgap quarterback. I think it's actually a little bit easier. If I were a Seahawks fan, I mean, it's clear as day what they're doing. They're tanking the season out. They're trying to lose because they want one of those 2 big quarterbacks in the draft. They want the kid, Bryce Young, or C.J. Stroud from Ohio State. That's why they don't want Jimmy Garoppolo. They don't want someone to get him to 9-8. They want to go like 2-15. They want to be at the top of the draft now that they traded Russell Wilson. The Steelers went a different route. They still end up with Kenny Pickett. I think the reason why Trubisky's starting, my personal opinion, is because I think Tomlin wants to keep that streak going. We're competitive every year. Let's be a playoff team every year. And he believes right now, on August 9th, that Mitch Trubisky gives him a better chance to win than Kenny Pickett. And that might be right. But if I were making a decision as the coach, it would be more about Kenny Pickett's development is the most important thing to the Steelers' big picture. I believe they're only going to go as far as he takes them eventually. And that's why, hey, if you don't want to start him week 1, that's fine. But I want to see him getting more first-team reps. Can I see him throw the ball to George Pickens, Bob, in an 11-on-11 drill or in a padded practice? Can I see what he looks like when T.J. Watt or Cam Hayward applies some pressure? We haven't seen that at all, and I think that is a disservice. I know it come off as a big Pickett fan, but I do think even the biggest Trubisky fans maybe can see where I'm coming from when I say that. I just want to see what he looks like with better players.
And I think ultimately he'll get that chance, but I do think right now Trubisky is the man up there. I thought he played or practiced very well today. He's had ups and downs, but he's had a lot more ups than downs. Kenny Pickett struggled today. He had a really difficult day. But
yes, he did.
But they happen. Mason Rudolph had one the other day where there were a couple of botched snaps. I don't know if it was his fault or not. I can't tell from where we stand over there. But, you know, the bottom line is they're going to go with a veteran. We'll see where it takes them. And they believe in him, and they also believe they have a future quarterback. It will be interesting if Trubisky has a really good year, what happens after that, because I think then you have you could do a lot of different things at that point. Anyway, we'll talk about that as we go along. But also George Pickens, I got to just talk about this guy. When you watch him in person, Andrew, he's unbelievable in terms of his body control more than anything. He gets up, and he's a skinny kid. You know, he's going to get bigger. There's no question. But right now, he still has that ability to high point a ball. He still has that ability to go up and fight it away from a defender. And today, a couple of times against Cam Smith. Who am I talking about now?
Cam Sutton. Cam Smith won the British Open. He's hanging out with the Claret
and
Jug,
he's about
Bob.
to sign with the Liv,
They got golf on the brain.
Well, because I was going to bring that up later, because Cam Smith is headed to the Liv Tour for $100 million. 3 of their golfers, by the way, were denied access to the FedEx Cup playoffs today for this weekend. So anyway, Cam Sutton, who's a pretty good defender in his own right, but he made it look pretty easy, I thought. And he's been terrific. So has Jaylen Warren, another kid who I think is going to take advantage of an opportunity. You look forward to seeing him. So anyway, Andrew, we'll talk more about that. Got to go to a break here. We'll come back, take phone calls. We have a lot to get into. We'll talk about that. Anything else you want to talk about, including Deshaun Watson, because Roger Goodell had some interesting words today about what the NFL is actually looking for in their appeal. We'll get into that and more as we continue. Right now, it is the Nightly Sports Call. You're listening to it live on Pittsburgh CW. We're back with your calls after this.